pretty impressive from Mitch.
Yeah, he's had a great start to the year. He was awesome in Utah with all the first 1 to 4 year players, and he's continued on. It's a great setup to the year going to Utah, and he's continued on. So we probably expected it from Mitch.
Obviously, the shoulder ended his season early, but he's done obviously a fair bit of running.
Yeah, he's pretty much doing everything except the contact stuff. So after Christmas, he'll get back into everything, and we expect him to be ready to play early.
Time trials have had their critics over the time. What do you get out of a day like today and the results?
Oh, it's just good to see who has a crack and who can handle the nerves even, because it's amazing when you talk about testing that the boys have been pretty quiet all morning. They want to impress, and it just keeps them on their toes, but it's just good to see who has a crack.
Any culprits on the most nervous front?
All of them. It's amazing when you talk about testing what happens to the guys. They do get nervous, but they all handle it really well.
Todd Goldstein really came hard at the end there, sort of in the big guys group. How's he been tracking? It looks like he's really improved.
No, he's had a good start to the pre-season, and that's one of his strengths, and he brings that to games. I remember the first 10 games of last year, he kicked a lot of goals running forward and testing opposition ruckman, so that's one of his elite strengths. So it's good to see he's working hard and trying to improve that.
There are a fair few boys there who didn't run today. Are there any guys that have had any setbacks or?
No, they're just on their programs. We've got a few guys that are, we've got quite a few coming in over the next week or two, but after Christmas we pretty much should have everyone on track.
Where to from here? I think the first year boys going away the next week?
Yep. They go down and just do a bit of education with our development coaches. So they'll miss 2 or 3 days next week, but that's great for them. Learn about the club culture and the standards that we expect from them.
Taylor Garner, was he out there at all?
No, Taylor wasn't out there today. He's just on a modified program at the moment, but he's not far away.
So he's just working inside at the moment?
Yep.
Or?
You take much out of something like this early before the season?
Well, it's good. We've been back a few weeks now, but it's great to see who's done the work in the pre-season, who's come back and who wants to put their hand up. We've got a pretty exciting young list, so these sort of things are great for competitiveness and also just for us coaches to see who really wants to start well, because if you get an opportunity JLT1, you can hold your spot, and anything's possible with this young group.
We saw Righty the other day with the ballet, and that's sort of, I think there's 4 or 5 boys that are getting involved with that. Is there anything else a little bit different that you're trying this year?
That's probably the main one. That's just trying to get over his foot injury. So, you try and get the experts involved in that sort of stuff. So that's probably the only thing that's, out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's a pretty young group. Do you do anything different to, I guess, make them feel a little bit more comfortable or to counter, as I say, their youth?
Yeah, well, just get them involved in as many things as you can. Try and train them up with the game plan stuff. But the leaders have been fantastic with that, and the middle tier players, it's up to them to really take over and take the young guys under their wing, and they're doing that so far.
A few questions, I suppose, and critics suggesting of where you guys might be at. There was talk of, I'm not going to use the word rebuild, I can't think of what the word that they used was there, but everything sounds pretty positive.
Well, it is. It's amazing what youth does. It brings excitement, and like I said, the Utah trip was fantastic, and some of the young guys had to stand up and be leaders for probably the first time in their careers, and they've brought that back with them. So, youth brings excitement. So, even for us old coaches, it's an exciting time to be around the place. So, everyone's looking forward to the year.
Fitness levels, injuries, that sort of thing. How are you comparing to 12 months ago?
I'll probably be better. Younger guys, they've been really good. Injuries-wise, probably tracking about the same, but like I said, after Christmas, we'll pretty much have everybody on board.
You talk about modified programs, though. Not everyone's had an injury. So Taylor Garner, Trent Dumont, these sort of guys, how are you adapting their programs? Are they just guys that need to not go as long right from the start?
Yeah, well, that's the sports science guys that put their program together and to make sure they're ready for round 1 and to be able to play all year. So all the programs are tailored around that.